And how I do, like, hold on. Did my maker hit an ask for a favor? I need the money and clothes, the flashy cars and the jewels. All these rappers is screwed, flashing lights and I pose on the road to give you my soul. Hold on, all the fans screaming names, ain't naming things, leave for days, amen. Never been on my level, keep pushing hits, how you.
Davian Mitchell, welcome to 2K TV. So excited to have you on the show. Now you're getting scanned for NBA 2K22. What's that process going to be like? Getting scanned into the game, and now you're going to be able to play in the game as yourself.
Man, it's a blessing. I mean,
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
The most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
New players in now for the East. On the floor for the West All-Stars, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Sabonis is out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Young, and it's Mitchell in at the 2.
And Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
Good on both. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The West All-Stars coach and I did get a chance to talk. Now, he was modest. He thinks the success he's had as a coach is because of the players he's gotten to work with this season. He said, I'm surrounded by talent. Guys who actually have to go out there on the court and get it done deserve the respect. And, Kevin, this is why so many of his players respect him.
Thanks, David. On its way from Young for 2. Not going to go that time. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Pulls up for 3. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Irving.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
It's stolen by Wiseman. Curry with it. And Young picks him up defensively. And Harris wide open. He shoots and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Yeah, the effort and willingness to get out and run like that on the fast break endears Harris to his coaches, I'm sure.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Curry against Young. It's deflected. And they're running. Goes up. And Junior throws it down.
And after a furious run, now all of a sudden they're in the lead.
They took their bumps and lumps earlier, guys, and dusted themselves off and are back at it, fighting hard.
A 3 from Leonard. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. East All-Stars ahead. They finish off the first quarter with a 13-4 run. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Welcome back. The West ends up going with the new group.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Tobias Harris is out there with Junior. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Fox in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Sabonis.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
And there's the pass to Harris. And Junior throws it down.
How about that explosive downhill drive by Junior? Well done.
Doncic kicks to Tatum. Lillard against Fox. Back to Tatum.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Fox passes to Giannis. Junior dishes to Harris. It's deflected and stolen by Williamson. Tatum with it. Now defended by Junior. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Here's Sabonis. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. And so it's the West All-Star holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten... And it's time to strap in as we get to... So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
amazing feeling.
I've been playing this game for a very long time, and just trying to make a player that looks like me, but not really that close. It's really special that I actually get to have somebody that looks exactly like me. I'm really excited for that.
This is a dream come true, you know. When I was little and I was playing 2K, I was always thinking about, damn, like, I should be there one day, you know. I want to be there one day, and here we are.
And now you're here.
Yeah.
How does it feel that you're going to
And just about to get underway as the starting five. Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. They've got Sexton. Brandon Clark is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Ja Morant. And for the Timberwolves, D'Angelo Russell out there with Edwards. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Junior in at the 3. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings midseason?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change. But sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Here is Edwards. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Sexton, the pass to Morant. And he goes right over to D'Angelo Russell and slams it down.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
To the middle, here's Junior. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Somewhat late to the game of basketball, Junior's natural abilities were apparent from the first time he ever stepped on the floor, and he's been cultivating them ever since.
Now, here's Clark. His last outing, he had 8 points. And Sexton slams it in.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Junior, and it's good. 2 points. Junior's got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now here's Morant. Playing Oklahoma City, he was nearly unstoppable. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Junior, the pass to Towns. Nice Steve from Valanciunas.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him deny like that.
And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Now, here is Russell. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Up and in on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Valanciunas after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor. I mean, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed's checked in. Harrison Barnes comes in for McDaniels. Beasley's checked in for Edwards. And Hayes subbed in for Russell. Sharch finds Morant. The pass to Brooks. 6 to shoot. Releases. And that one hits back iron.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Hayes dishes to Junior. Hayes the pass to Beasley. Back to Hayes. Beasley outside. Drains the three-pointer.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 3. Last time they met was in Memphis.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
They understood what the defense was trying to take away and game planned a great strategy to take advantage of it.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Back to Hayes. Pass to Junior. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Sharch.
And you can only admire the grit that Junior plays with. He's not afraid of a little contact.
DeLon Wright, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Free throw good, Junior. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside, Sexton passes to Chase. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Inside, Junior. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Brooks. Down low. And that one is good.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
From deep three-point range, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so, guys, it's Junior making things happen for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And catching up with Karl Anthony Towns, he talked about what this team needs to improve upon to get to the next level.
All year we've talked about the message of discipline. Sometimes our discipline gets away from us, and I think...
And Greg, of course, we see many teams having this issue.
The game is so fast-paced now, it's hard for guys to value each and every possession. That often leads to careless play at both ends.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. We've got Dylan Brooks. Morant is out there with Sexton. And it's Tillman in at the 4. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Rockets, lit up the floor. He scored 22 points, and his percentage was impressive, making a number of his free throws and field goal attempts. That was just the latest chapter in what has been a very good stretch of outings for him. I can't afford to take anything for granted going into tonight.
Thanks, David. He took command, and Greg really led the fight for his team.
You like someone who's willing to take control, but then again, tonight could turn out to be
Teams deciding to change it up. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
Here's McDaniels, and they pick up 2. McDaniels got 7 points for the quarter.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Morant.
Challenging the heart of the defense. Ja Morant can beat you with the pass or the shot.
Beasley outside. The kick out to Town. The wing jumper off target.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
So, you know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
Beasley finds Russell. It's stolen by Sharks. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And the rejection by Town.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
And Junior throws it down.
It's amazing how Junior can just flip the switch, turn up the activity level. Big night for him. Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sport. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. If you look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Minnesota, McDaniels is out there with Junior. Then there's Hayes. Then there's Towns. And it's Russell in at the point.
Unselfish. Moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Russell kicks to Junior. Pass to Towns. Floats it up for Junior. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Great teamwork. Impressive finish. That's the result of hours of practice getting the timing down.
Now here's Morant for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Yep, that one goes. And now it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
And this is how you run the fast break. Junior makes sure to exploit those open court situations.
Sexton the pass to Valanciunas. And the rejection by Town. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Some changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in, and it's Harrison Barnes in for McDaniels. Bane. They get it again. Clark. It's tipped and going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for D'Angelo Russell. Grizzlies making a switch here. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Morant. Dishes it to Clark. It's good.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Junior dishes to Hayes. 16 feet away, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Hayes has got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves. To the inside. Tillman's shot is good. Tillman's got his second basket of the night.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And stolen by Junior. And he banks in the layup. And now a 12-point Minnesota lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Sexton from down in the low post. It goes. Sexton's got 6 points.
You know, Crafty just capitalizing there on the floater. Give Sexton room to shoot that shot, and he's going to take it.
And the Timberwolves call time. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has beneath no one tattooed on his arm. He says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, D.A. Thank you. Over to the left wing. And it's Junior missing. The Grizzlies trail by 10. 41 seconds left here in the third quarter. He gets it in there. Sexton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
To the middle. And Junior gets it to go on the assist by Wright.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Morant against Wright. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Noel. Now, here's Junior. D right on him. It's picked off. Clark for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Right back after this break. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Morant. A chance here to get a quick injury report. And now to the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who has an update for us on Anthony Edwards. What's the news there, Dave?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer. He told me that there is tendonitis in the knee, and it's causing him a lot of problems. The pain has just become too much. And from what we have gathered, this injury will definitely keep him out of this game, and maybe for a long time, too. Kevin, back to you.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
I know he'll fight back hard to get back on the floor. He wants to be out here with his teammates.
So on the floor for Memphis, Colin Sexton is out there with Morant. Then there's Šarić. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Down low, McDaniels. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 6th assist on the night.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Morant outside. Inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And that's 11 points for Ja Morant. Morant against Russell. Top of the key, McDaniels. Fires from 14. The shot, no good. And Memphis the other way now. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Here's Sexton, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And although Sexton is slightly undersized, he plays with great physicality and aggression. Nice finish there off contact.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Minnesota making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. Russell kicks to Junior. Right side Towns. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And the pass to Junior. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Junior's got 14 points here in the second half.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Sexton with it. Bane, a tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Clark, he's checked in for Dario Saric. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Sexton against Russell. Now here's Sexton. He's covered closely. Kept alive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
He's so good at scoring inside. You know Valanciunas can get to the line.
Both good from the line that time. Timberwolves leading by 7. Hayes the pass to Junior. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Junior's got 35 in the game.
That was all Junior there. Working hard to get the shot in despite the aggressive defense.
Here's the floater. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. There's the foul. That's against Minnesota.
And how about the explosiveness of Sexton? A crafty floor general who is consistent in how hard he attacks the defense.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Junior. Back to Hayes. To the paint. Junior the pass to McDaniels. Some solid defense from Clark. And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. 7-point differential.
Big shot player. Sexton showing us he loves the spotlight. Seems energized performing here under the bright lights.
Passes it to McDaniels. Junior kicks to Hayes. To the middle, 5 to shoot, and the shot goes in. Junior's got 37.
You want to put your players in a position to succeed. Case in point, getting Junior the high percentage look.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're behind by 7. 1:04 left here in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Junior.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself.
There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Inside.
This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on. Calling for the ball in crucial moments, Morant steps up when it matters most.
Hayes the pass to Junior. Towns at the elbow. They swipe it.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
And he commits the intentional foul. Minnesota making a switch here. Noel's checked in. Minnesota calls timeout. They're up by 5. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're down by 7. There's 25 seconds left in the game. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Morant bats for 2. The Grizzlies with another miss. Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish. This is why he has the ball. Ja Morant, he loves to deliver in these moments.
And so the Timberwolves take the win, probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.
The flashy cars and the jewels. All these rappers is screwed. Flashing lights and I pose on the road to give you my soul. Hold on, all the fans screaming names, ain't naming things. Leave for days, amen. Never been on my level. Keep pushing hits, how you in trouble? You. My money is flipping, these racks is tripling. Numbers don't lie while my ex is all hang. Tell a lie, who was you playing? My